everybody, welcome back to Code Arena. I am Amina and today we are going to be making many of the shapes with HTML and CSS. So as you can see, there are many shapes which I have written like square, rectangle, circle, oval, trapezoid, parallelogram, triangle, triangle down, triangle right and triangle left. So yeah, let's start without wasting any time. So I've made many folders for different shapes. So first we'll open circle.html and first we'll make the boilerplate. Then we are gonna give the title to circle shape and then we are gonna be linking to circle.css so we can style it, and then we will make a div of circle. Okay, and then let's save this and first let's go live. Okay, and after that we'll go to circle.css. Now we are gonna target our circles div and we'll set the width to 100 pixels. Okay, and we are gonna be setting our height to 100 pixels once again, and after that what we're gonna do is we'll set the background color so that it will be visible for us, right? Let's see how does this look. Okay, there is a little square for us. Now we are going to be making this a circle. So let's do border radius. Basically border radius really help us to round the things. Okay, so let's set it to 50%. It's a basic thing. Okay, now as you can see, the circle is ready. Now let's move on. Let's open the oval folder. How to make a oval with HTML and CSS. So first we are going to be making our boilerplate in oval.html. Then we are going to be setting our title to oval shape, and then we are going to link to oval.css so that we can style it well. Then let's make a div called oval. Let's save this and let's go live. Here is the circle shape and this will be our oval shape, right? Let's go to oval.css to style it well. Now we are gonna target our oval div and then let's set the width to 100 pixels once again, and we are gonna set our height to 100 pixels once again, and let's set the background color to gray. Okay, now let's save this and see what's the result. We have once again our square and now we'll make it a oval. So first we'll do border radius as we have done in our circle. So we'll do for 50% once again. Look at here, we have a perfect circle with us. Now how to make a oval? Now we'll increase the width. So let's see what happens. Okay, we are perfectly done with our oval. We have done this because as you know, the circle and the oval has only one difference, and that is the oval has the width, like more than a circle, oval has the width. Okay, now let's move on. Let's close this and we are gonna go to our parallelogram, right? Let's go to para.html and let's make a boilerplate. Now we'll set the title to parallelogram. Okay, and after that we'll link to para.css so we can style it well, and after that what we are gonna do is we'll make a div of para, right? And then let's save this. After that let's go live. Here is the circle, here is the oval, and this will be the parallelogram. So let's go to para.css and we'll target the para div. So firstly we are gonna set the width to 100 pixels once again. Let's set the height to 100 pixels once again, and let's set the background color to red. Okay, let's see how is it. It's a normal square, but we need to make it a parallelogram. So to make a parallelogram, first we'll make a rectangular kind of shape, right? So let's increase the width for it to 200 pixels. Let's try this out. Okay, now you can see there is a rectangle over here. So now we'll make it a bit slant. Okay, so there is one thing called transform and we'll do SKEW right over here, and then inside it let's do for 20 degree, right? And we'll save this. Okay, so you can see that this slants in the left position, but we want it to slant in the right position. So what we'll do is we'll do minus 20 degree, right? Let's save this. Okay, we are perfectly done with our parallelogram. Now let's move on. Now the very easy thing, which is to make a rectangle. So first we'll make the boilerplate, and then we'll set the title to rectangle shape, right? And then we'll link to rec.css because we need to style it well. Now we'll make a div called rectangle, right? So that we can target it in CSS. Now let's go to rec.css to style it. First we'll target our div, which is rectangle, right? And in this div we'll set the width to, let's say, 200 pixels, and height will be the same. Okay, let's set it for 200 pixels, and the background color will be blue. So we are completed with this part, and now let's go live. From here, as we can see, there is a giant rectangle over here. So what I think is the 100 pixels is okay. So here is the 100 pixels, and it's a normal square, but we need to make it as a rectangle. So we'll increase the width to 200 pixels. Okay, we are completely done with our rectangle, nothing to do with it. So this is the circle, this is the oval, this is the parallelogram, and this is the rectangle. Now let's move on. Now let's go to our square.html. First we are going to be making a boilerplate, and after that let's write the title to square shape, right? And then we'll link to square.css to style it, and then we'll go to our body part, and we'll make a div called square, right? And now let's go live. Okay, now we'll go to our square.css, and we'll target our square, and inside this we'll set the width to 100 pixels, we'll set the height to 100 pixels, we'll set the background color to, let's say, green this time. Let's save this. Okay, we are completely done with our square. Now let's move on. Now we'll make the trapezoid. Okay, we'll make a boilerplate, then we'll write here trapezoid, and then we'll link to trap.css to style it well. Okay, and then we are gonna be making a div of trap, and then let's save this, and let's go to trap.css. But before going to that, we'll go live. Okay, and now let's go to trap.css, and now we'll target our trap. Okay, now let's set the width for 100 pixels. After doing something else, we'll study that how does this actually looks like. So this is the trapezium, and firstly there are 4 things over here, right? The border bottom, border left, border right, and border top. But we are not gonna take any kind of tension of border top. As you can see that border bottom has the more width, right, in comparison of border top. So we'll just, like, the border bottom will produce the color inside the whole trapezium. Okay, so let me show you by the code. Firstly, we are just gonna be writing border bottom, right? And after that, inside it, we'll write 40 pixels solid, and we'll apply the color over here. So let's apply it as black, right? Okay, so now as you can see, we have applied the color in the border bottom because it has more width in comparison of all sides. Now we'll go to border right. Okay, or you can go to border left also, it's your choice. So we'll just set it for let's say 15 pixels just for now. 15 pixels solid and transparent, right? Let's do Alt Shift down, and we'll just change it as left. right? Let's save this and let's see the result. How does this look? Okay, so we are almost done with our trapezium. Let's increase some size. Okay, so let's do for 100 pixels. Let's do it for 50 pixels over here, and we'll do the same for left side. Let's save this and let's see the result. Okay, then we are completely done with our trapezium. Now it's up to you how you choose your width. Like, if I choose my width as 70 pixels, so this will be like decrease somewhere, right? Now this looks a perfect trapezium to me. Now let's move on to the next shape. Now we'll make our favorite shape, which is triangle. So let's do it for boilerplate, and then we'll give the title to triangle shape, and then we'll link to our try.css because we need to style it well, and then we'll go to our body and let's make it as triangle. Like, we'll make a div which will be the like class will be triangle. Now let's go live. Okay, here is the circle, here is the oval, here is the parallelogram, here is the rectangle, here is the square, and here is the trapezium. Now we'll make our triangle. So let's go to our try.css to style it. First we'll target our triangle, and inside this we'll set the width to 0, and we'll set the height to 0. Don't worry right now, just see what I am doing, and then you will automatically know that why I am doing like that. After that, the triangle is almost the same thing as trapezium, but it doesn't have that much of, like, it doesn't have the width. So let me show you. First we'll do border bottom, because we are making a up triangle. Like, triangle will be the up triangle, not the down triangle, not the left triangle, or not the right triangle. This is the triangle up, normal triangle. So in the border bottom, we'll set it for let's say 100 pixels solid, and let's set it to black. Okay, and then we'll go to our border right. We'll do it for 50 pixels solid transparent. Now you might wondering that why I am doing transparent here and why I am not doing transparent over here. There is a reason behind it, is that, okay, let's show the triangle. Okay, so basically when we look at the triangle, the all width or all the color is applied from the bottom, as I showed in the trapezium, right? So we'll do the same thing. I have written here border bottom, and there is some color in the border bottom, right? So we'll do the same thing over here. Like trapezoid, we'll set the border left also. Let's save this and let's see what's the result. Okay, then we are perfectly done with our triangle. So basically, if I set some width over here to 10 pixels, and if I set some height to 10 pixels, let's set the 10 pixels and 10 pixels, then let's see what happens. You can see that it is going to be a trapezoid. You can see here. So that is the reason that we will not set any kind of width over here, right? Let's delete this. And we are completely done with our triangle up, right? Now we are gonna be making our triangle down over here. There is the down.html, and inside this we'll make a boilerplate. We'll write here triangle down, and we'll link to down.css to style it, and then we are gonna make a div of try down, right? So we can style it. Now we'll go to down.css, and we'll target try down. Inside it we'll do the same thing, but there is just a little difference between the triangle up and the triangle down. So we'll set the width for, let's say, 100 pixels. No, we are not gonna set the width, remember, right? and then we are gonna be setting our height to 0. But let's see how does this triangle down actually looks like. So triangle down, let's see how does this look. Here is the triangle down. Now there is a little and a slight difference between triangle up and down, is that the border top, the width is very big in comparison of triangle up. So we'll apply all the color to border top and not the border bottom. So here is the border top. Let's set it for 100 pixels, solid black, right? And then we'll do it border right to 50 pixels, solid and transparent, because it is not applying from the right or from the left. And we'll do alt shift down. After that, let's do border left. Let's go live. By the way, we are completely done with our triangle down. Hopefully you are clear with it, and let's move to triangle left. Now in this triangle left, we'll make a boilerplate once again. We'll set the title to triangle left, okay, and we'll link to left.css to style it, and we'll make a div try left. Okay, let's save this and let's go live. Okay, now we'll study that how triangle left actually looks like. So here is triangle left. Okay, so this is basically a triangle left, and as you can see, all the color, all the width is applying from the right side over here. Hopefully you can understand that what I am saying. I'm saying that the all color is applied from the right side and not from the top or from the bottom. So we'll apply all the color from border right. Okay, so let's go to left.css and we'll target try left. Okay, here is try left, and we'll set the width to 0 once again. We'll set the height to 0, and after that what we can do is we'll write here border right. Remember, no border bottom or no border top. Border right will be 100 pixels, solid black. Okay, now we'll do it for border top and not border left, because there is no left side over here. There is just border right, border top and border bottom. Okay, let's set the border top to 50 pixels, solid transparent, and we'll do alt shift down and we'll just change this top to bottom. Now let's save this and let's see what's the result. We are completely done with our triangle left, which is pointing to the left side, right? Now the last thing, which is our triangle right. So firstly we'll study that how triangle right actually looks like. So basically this is the triangle right, and as you can see that this is the border left, this is the border top, and this is the border bottom. But there is no border right, and this is the border left, right? So all the color is applied from the left side and not from the right side. So we'll apply all the color from the left side, right? So first we'll make a boilerplate, and after that we'll give the title to triangle right, and we'll link to right.css to style it well, and we'll make a div of try hyphen right. This is the div, and let's go live. Okay, and after that we'll go to right.css and we'll target our try right, and inside this we'll set the width to 0, we'll set the height to 0, and we'll do border left. Remember, this is border left, and inside this we'll set 100 pixels, solid. Let's set it for olive green or olive, right? and we'll do it for border top 50 pixels, solid and transparent, because we don't want any kind of color in border top or border left, otherwise the triangle will not look good. Obviously it will not be a triangle. And we'll set the border bottom to 50 pixels, solid and transparent once again. Let's save this and let's see what's the result. Okay, then we are perfectly done with our triangle, right? As you can see, there is almost the same things. You can just set it like, you can just do it for 200 pixels if you want. Okay, you can set it for 200 pixels, and this will be 100 pixels, and this will be 100 pixels. So this will be bigger than, like, this will be double of that. Hopefully you are cleared with all the shapes and all the basic shapes which are needed for many little projects. But sometimes we are confused that how to make it and how to style it. So that's it for today, everybody. If you like my video, then share it with your friends, and thanks for watching.